Definitely looking out for that rebirth as well. With a max deck, you're very likely to see it quickly.
Yeah.
And if you rebirth in this matchup, what do you think? What's the
Wizard for sure? Trash everything.
I think that's a good
for
call.
Free.
And that'll definitely serve.
So it looks like
David well.
David's taking a mulligan. Seems a little not too happy about it.
Yeah, not quite what he's looking for.
But Zach's also mulliganing, so that's usually you want to see the Corp mulligan a lot of times because they can mulligan into way worse stuff usually.
Could definitely
and Aaron is
be
correct.
cool.
Rebirth is so cool out of Anarch. There's a lot of good choices.
Absolutely.
David was saying earlier he rebirthed into Reyna to prevent a res on the ice and then ran R&D. That's amazing play.
Incredible. It's the kind of situational awesomeness.
Yeah, like where like you normally would not do this for just a moment, but you're like, if I become Reyna, I know that ice, he can't res it, I run, I can get in there.
Perfect.
It's so like that's like an amazing play. I heard about it.
It's awesome.
And like the full situation that occurred.
And so who knows? We might see something similar here. I think David knows this matchup very well. And Zach, we'll see. I'm not sure how much of Max he knows, particularly in which kind of Max it is. Because Max can go quite a few different ways.
Max, yeah, it definitely can. There's like, the siphon Max. There's the DLR Max. Like there's different versions that, go in different ways. But
right.
It's going to be interesting. So they're both cutting their decks. Going to see what happens. What is that written on top of the Max?
So this is a Max-inspired business card.
Business card?
Yes, which is a reference to the day job art in which Max is an employee of the Megabuy store.
Oh, cool, cool.
So here we are.
So Zach has actually a pretty good hand,
Pretty excellent.
He's got long-term econ. You can even go install, draw a card, double ice servers, which you probably won't do. I think he wants to get that sweep off.
Absolutely.
I think it's a good turn one to get it off because you're pretty well defended. Yeah, I think he agrees here. You can let R&D go for a turn.
Yeah, and you're happy to get that HQ ice down there.
Ooh, knifed on the ground. That's okay.
Rebirth first turn.
Wow, just straight up in the right space that needed to be.
We are so thrilled. Seeing it on stream. Saw it first, saw it last. This is the story of Rebirth today.
Oh, man. Straight up, just go. I would love to see this. Go. Boom. Wizard, run the remote.
At this point, though, he goes right into it.
Of course, Wizard.
He's so happy
go
to
trash
see
that
it.
thing.
There you go.
Wait, do you lose your max draw?
So, yeah, you are going to
so
no longer be Max. And this is the interesting choice here. David committing to Wizard for that great economic value. Is he going to miss out on the setup and draw that the Max ID would have given him?
This is pretty crazy.
There you go.
This is insane.
He's feeling good. He's got what he needs, and that is Mr. Wizard.
Wow, steal.
He's going in. Got the feel. Thoughtful here. DBS down. I think that's a reasonable choice. And checking the pad.
Not running R&D again.
No.
After trashing a card. I think it might have been better to go to R&D because you've seen, you've spent your Wizard credits, so that remote really, all you're getting is a little bit of info early.
Can't much do about that. Since he hits the board card, I think David will be well equipped to deal with this game.
Dang, Wizard is going to do so much work. Value. Let's count every turn.
Crazy value.
Especially with this type of horizontal deck, like it's just going to destroy wreck face.
Yep. David happy to see a number of targets, I'm sure.
He's like, points as a deck. Nope, nothing happening right now.
Yep. Yeah, at this point, got to draw manually. Might be a bit slower setup, but boy, oh boy. Happy about the Wizard. And there it is. NAPD.
Credit run again.
One credit short.
Credit run again.
I just don't know if that's worth it. Finds the Sensi. Perfect. The trash you want to see. Fortunately, not enough for Sand City Grid there.
Honestly, to go to 4 and with Wizard Bucks, I don't know. I might credit go back after seeing the NAPD. I don't know.
It's a tough call.
You go to 4, man, with an R&D that you've also the no res shows you that's something that he's not really willing to res. So you might be able to go again, just keep getting a lot of value there.
Yep.
Exploded Palooza in hand too now.
Yeah, dang. The flood is real on the Zach side.
And no sense to turn it off.
That's right. The Jackson is there to clean up the mess, but can David capitalize on this situation?
That's a lot of agendas. That's more than 3.
It is definitely a tricky spot for Zach, that is for sure. Not too sad about the 15 minutes. That's one that he could definitely work around losing. But man, tough spot.
Yeah, but you're right, though. David does need some econ. I can see not taking it, actually. It probably is better, but I just really like points are points.
Oh, absolutely.
But definitely, yeah, he has no econ really in hand, and without the max draw, it probably doesn't make sense not to do this right now.
It'll be curious to see what kind of econ he can summon up from his deck at this point. What he can get on the board. And there's an account siphon.
Please don't blind siphon. Please don't blind siphon. Oh, he's
I
checking
think this
HQ
is
to
a
see
fair
first.
play.
Very smart. Wrap around.
Excellent. David, extremely happy to see that. Based on the presence
Siphon's going to be
David.
huge here.
There it is. Love it. He's
But you can res Sansan.
all right. He's
The Axis is kind of worse in a way. There's an Astro and some other stuff in there, right?
That's right. This is
There's
a
an
really
Astro.
and a global food, perhaps. A lot of agendas. Not sure Zach is all that thrilled about this tournament event.
Oh, he took all them. He took his money. What happened? What's happening?
It appears that David has decided to take the credits as opposed to the access.
But there was 1 credit, and now he's at 1 credit. Yeah, there was 1 credit. Now he's at 2 credits. David took 1 to go to 2.
Yep, and then Zach getting his pad money
Yeah.
for this turn. Interesting decision there.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, the siphon might have been. I think maybe David forgot about the Sansan.
Definitely a good counter on Zach's part. Could have been a little preemptive for David to rush on in, but
And the Zach's back up there.
Zach is back online.
But David has same old thing in hand. He can just go same old thing siphon.
That's very true. And with David there, he's definitely getting back in. Deja Vu's in hand also could recur that siphon fairly effectively. But a turnpike is going to really slow David down there. Keeping Zach honest and making sure he cannot get out that first Astro. So key. And getting Jackson off the board, also very important. Both players on extremely low credits. David with no money, 2 tags, and Zach on 3.
I mean, yeah, we did mention it might have been a little preemptive to make it from Max to Wizard, but I really think the money he's benefited from. He's been using the WizBucks every turn.
He certainly has, and in those recurring credits, he can get a lot of value, whereas in Max, maybe hoping for finding econ or landing siphons, but yeah, this will be one for the books of when is that time to drop the rebirth hammer. And Zach continuing to find nice economic pieces. But with no Sansan, can he afford to get out the Astro?
Takes 2.
There you go.
Giving David some time here. I think David's going to poke. Yeah, he's definitely going to poke R&D.
At this
And
point,
we're going to see a res with the Mumba Temple.
I think the agenda density is really nice.
And, yep.
Well, at least I know what it is. And I'm
And a huge res for basically no credits. Happy to David through that.
well, that's fine.
Not quite sure what he saw there.
Yeah.
Was trashable.
Blow this up. You got 2 credits.
And at this point, yeah, I think David is happy just to clear out those Mumba temples before they can do any more work.
Let's see what that card was. It's a City Hall? It looked greenish. It's in the very back.
And a fast track coming online. You
Yeah,
are
it is
correct.
City Hall.
City Hall with 2 temples in the bin.
Ooh.
There it is. 15 minutes out the door. Might as well.
You could just check R&D, bounce your thing. You have no board.
You make a good point. Not much else at risk there from the Archangel. And he's gone for Faust. This
Yeah,
could
credit
definitely
Faust.
get him into HQ if he is going for a
That's a lot of
siphon
credit.
play.
That's a lot of cards though for wraparound.
That's true. I wonder if your suggestion of David force the bounce with Archangel play
Yeah, reset your David.
reset your David might have been an interesting one. Looking at Archangel there, it does appear that this is a mandatory ability on the part of the corporation, so Zach would have to bounce the David back to David Weeks' hands. But we'll see if David is content on sitting at no credits and how much work he can get in.
Zach has laid down at Sansan, and with David at 0 credits, he has to go credit, check. If he doesn't do this, Zach is, and now he's getting the Moma Temple, another one back. But if he doesn't go and do this, Zach is going to be able to just score an Astro off that Sansan.
Absolutely. Now we know that it is a Turnpike there on HQ, and looking at the card text of Turnpike, it appears that if David has no credits,
He doesn't lose it. He does not
he
lose
doesn't
any.
lose them, which is not so bad. As long as he can get through that with Faust, he's completely fine.
Let's check this.
All right, doing some cleanup.
Oh, got it. you moved it from over there, and you. Yeah, that's what I told you. Yeah. No, you're fine. That's fine. Let's go here. Yeah.
No, this is bad. Now he doesn't have the money to trash this. Sansan's about to happen.
Oh,
Obviously, it's fine.
this may
That's
be
rough.
the beginning of the Astro train leaving the station.
Yep.
Um,
That's interesting.
let's gain 2 credits.
Yeah. Being broke, not the most helpful thing in the world.
Yeah, without landing the account siphon for full value, David has been struggling to get an economic advantage, and
It's dying in your hand, I know.
it is the time for Zach to
Get it
pounce.
out of there.
Astro on the board.
There you go.
And there it is, quickly putting Zach back in this game.
Yeah. David just does not have money. He has
No.
a lot of things. Money's not one of them.
At this point, he is going for,
Knifed.
it sounds like a
Knife.
knifed
Nice play.
Very cool. Going to get punished there for having credits, although how can you really anticipate that one? Turnpike, an excellent include here on the part of Zach. And it appears David is content with just floating
just-
tags.
Yeah, he can just run
Ad
HQ as
nauseam.
many times as he wants.
Oh, you drew?
And we're going to see a nice little Explodapalooza nab here.
Could be good.
CVS.
Yeah, wizard.
He
Run back. Take
again
another play.
benefiting from
Nope,
from
no more
Wizard
plays.
there. So at this point, Zach
Ooh, fast track Astro to score another
very
Astro.
happy to get Astro at number 2 out the door.
Seems good.
Not a problem. Putting him quickly on 5 points.
That's rough. This game got out of David's hands pretty
Challenging.
quickly.
And I think it all began and ended with
The siphon.
The siphon.
Yeah.
Yep. Being unable to maintain any sort of economic presence has really cost him.
Let's run HQ.
Although at this point, unimpeded accesses to HQ seem pretty good.
Yeah, he has to hit that Explodapalooza. If he does not find it, Zach can score it on next turn.
That's right.
Events. Use the Astro counter. He hits it.
And there you go. A nice pull from David. Not too
I think
pleased
R&D is.
about,
I think you always do R&D last to make sure they don't drop top deck one.
Yeah.
Another Jackson. Let's see the top deck here, guys.
That being said, the Archangel's still there. Not a pleasant thing for David to deal with.
What do you got? Bounce of Faust. Not the end of the world.
Yeah. I
Ooh,
agree.
Beal in hand. And Beal.
And there it is.
That's game.
The Astro script Sand train keeps chugging.
Keeps chugging.
And that is
Choo,
the
choo, choo.
story of the day. Unbelievable power.
My hope was that he would break it. I just thought you were just going to let David get bounced. I was like, hopefully you just burn a David counter. Yeah. But I thought you would just let it get bounced.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He was talking about bouncing the David.
Yeah. Is it just, you just
Yeah, that is a level of play where you gotta think you can get the money to install the David again, and that's going to be more useful than
when he installed the Faust, I think it didn't make much sense because, like, what is he breaking with it? He didn't use it.
Could have been unclear about what was on HQ. Turned out to be a turnpike. Had it not been, might have been handy to
Have Faust, yeah.
have Faust, but without any credits, a very
Yeah,
sad
no money.
Anarch runner there. The classic Anarch Sure Gamble was in full effect.
It was.
Clicking for credits.
Clicking for credits.
And that's how that goes.